Well, hello. You are listening to the best paranormal party on Spreaker. I am Misty.
And I'm Ashley.
And we are your two hosts that is going to take you on this wonderful ride this evening about Hellish Hitch Hikers. You have stumbled upon the paranormal party, and we are your gracious hosts, and we are going to tell you everything spooky about hitchhikers. But first, Ashley, how was your week?
Oh, it was delightful. This week we started baby duty for a family
Duty,
member.
that's about right.
Yeah.
I don't like babies. I mean, I love the one that came out of me, but other people's babies I don't like.
If you can't hit them, it ain't worth watching them.
That's true. You got to be able to hit them. But, you know, this little baby is cute. He loves watching TV. He's only 2 months old. He gets right in them Kardashians.
No, he loves it. Oh.
Yeah, he does. But I tell you what, I haven't changed the poopy diaper yet, and I don't think I will. Do you think it's unfair to wait 2 hours for the parent to get there with doo-doo on it?
I think it's great.
I do too. Parenting 101. Well, babysitting 101. If you're watching it, don't look in the diaper. Just give it back to the parent. That's what I'm going to do anyway.
I'm sorry. Oopsies.
Yeah, oops. Sorry about that. Put it in the car seat. We're ready.
I had no idea. I thought it was a phantom smell.
I thought you had like a dead rat in here or something. I didn't know what that was.
Have a good day.
So, other than that, Ashley, what'd you do?
Oh, gosh. I went to... my life consists of school, gym, and babies. That's all it is. It's a big circle.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then,
right. We went to the titty bar.
Was that this week?
Oh, it was.
It was delightful. They are very nice. I like them.
Oh, I love the strippers. Yes, we coerce. See, my husband, I love him dearly, and he has virgin eyes, so he can't see nothing like that. So I coerced one of his friends. Well, actually, he roped one of his friends into taking us. Because up in West Virginia, you have to have an escort to...
Which is ridiculous.
Ridiculous, I tell you.
But I do understand it because guys will eye you. Will turn around and look at you and be like, who you with?
Yeah, they'll come over and make their intentions known, man. So it's good to have somebody to go with. But you're supposed to have one per person. And luckily, we stumbled across a minivan full of drunk people from Virginia Tech. So we went on and paired up with some of them men, too, to get in. Mm-hmm. It was delightful. It was.
Yeah.
It was. It was really nice. And, you know, I was like, I don't want to look in no hole. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't want to see her teeth, and I don't want to see her snatch. I don't want to look in any hole. But I tell you what, they're prettier than I thought.
Well, yeah.
They were.
Mean, it gets pretty normal after a while. You're like, oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there she goes. She goes.
But we did get to share something delightful with each other. We got a motorboat by this delightful lady. I don't know what her name was, but she ate the dollar out of my cleavage. And yours. Don't act like you're in church or something. She ate the dollar out of your cleavage and then came over and then, then gave us a motorboat. Wasn't it a motorboat? Is it a motorboat?
I don't know. I think she tried to get us to give her a motorboat. But
oh, yeah, she did. Okay, yeah. And then she did
a blur.
It is. It was just titties everywhere. All I know, it was nice. We shared that with that fella. She came over to the table and put her boobs around everybody's head. It was kind of nice. Yeah. It was. She had some good tattoos. Women going to the strip club is completely different than men. Men are going there to, well, there were some men that I couldn't sit beside. Like, we have a table.
We have, like, rules. If you're going to a titty bar with us, you cannot sweat profusively.
Yes. No sweating.
You cannot breathe hard.
Like this. You can't breathe like that.
And
that
you
was,
just
no.
can't make it uncomfortable.
No. And if you get a Woody, cover that thing and get somewhere else.
Do the tuck in your belt, or...
Nobody tucks that shit in their belt.
People tuck it behind their belt. Anyways, or you put something in front of your crotch.
Yeah. Like
keep it classy.
Keep it classy. I had to tell my husband's friend, no breathing heavy and sweating. I do not like that. He was quite nice, very gentlemanly, and kept giving me dollars. I enjoyed it.
Delightful trip.
It was. It was. So we enjoyed it thoroughly, and we do believe we're going to go back.
Yeah.
Oh, we met a porn star, too.
She's really pretty.
She was very pretty. And, you know, it's nice to follow her career, seeing that she didn't have titties, and now she does. She must have hit it big. Or hit somebody big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to throw it everywhere.
Yeah,
one time you'll
she
hit
got
it
it.
right. Yeah.
It's delightful when you look it up and it says, "Oh,
First time
Jordan
she hits
Shane."
anal.
Yeah, Jordan Shane does anal. I tell
First
you.
time.
Yeah.
It's
That was
pretty
nice. But they get this look, like this glazed look that's like,
They done zoned out.
yeah.
But damn it, this bitch goes up to the front row and says, "You're so pretty."
I sure did.
And she was like, "Thank you." She
Yeah.
had the prettiest. She was really pretty. I like her a lot.
Well, if they're we did have a crack whore approach us that approached Ashley to give her cunnilingus, and that was delightful on my part. She looked like she had just rolled out the trailer and came on in with a marble.
She was nice. Leave her alone. She gave me compliments all night long.
God,
And wanted me to get up there. Oh,
she
Lord.
might have had hepatitis. I'm not pointing any fingers, but I'm just saying.
She was nice.
Oh my Lord. Anyway, we should do a whole broadcast about strippers and stuff. I believe. Ooh, I wonder if there's phantom strippers somewhere.
Then there would be a lot more paranormal investigators invested in that area.
That's what we were doing there at that titty bar, was investigating spooky things that were happening. Mm-hmm. Everything is a phenomenon there.
I got a few fun things in the news this week.
Oh.
It is firefighters rescue a duck stuck in a fireplace. So if you think you hear phantom sounds, it might be a duck in your fireplace. You got to look outside the normal people. Could you imagine walking by that and it's like quack, quack?
I would have, you know what I would have done?
What?
I would have turned on my fireplace, ate that damn the duck. They say duck
God.
is delectable. Don't get that fireman. He got fires to put out. Go on and fire
Turn
that
fire on and cook that. That's terrible.
You got to provide for a family. That's all I got to
His
say.
head was sticking out of the fireplace, like looking at him.
Crank her up. Put some sauce on her. Put barbecue sauce will cover anything. Barbecue sauce goes great with duck, I hear. Yeah. Just don't eat the beak, the asshole, or the flippers, and you'll be fine.
The beak or the feet. But the federal government will put you up in a haunted ghost town if you dare. The federal government wants to give you free food, free housing, and a job. No, it's not a scary story that libertarians tell each other around the campfire, but there's a spooky catch to the arrangement. Garnet, Montana is a state most intact ghost town, and some people maintain it's actually haunted. The remote mountain town grew rapidly in the late 19th century following the discovery of gold and silver in the area. But by the 1940s, the mines had run out and the boom went bust. Garnet emptied out, and now the only people who spend any time there are tourists and volunteers selected by the U.S.
Spit that out. So, can I get a job?
I'm trying to figure that out. Job comes with certain perks. A furnished cabin with
Ooh.
food, stipend, and freedom from modern amenities like running water and social media. It's
Wait a minute, I ain't
primitive.
going to have no damn water or social media.
Girl, you act like you don't bathe anyway.
I do too. You smell me today. It was shower day.
It's primitive to say the least, Ranger Nakama Ganyan told the Montana Standard this week in an article about Garnet's volunteering opportunities. It's for people who love the outdoors and want to give back. There's no electricity, no Wi-Fi, and no running water. But there are trails to explore, artifacts to inspect. Volunteers are really left to their own device after the visitors are gone.
That's a big orgy place, I bet you.
Yeah, but they do get it on a lot.
Yeah, them wilderness people. The one thing got me was the running water. First of all, I don't really like to poop outside. And two,
You get a bag, you hold the bag handles on either side of your ass, and you poop in the bag.
I don't want to do that. And secondly, I got to wash my hands. I know that.
Throw some dirt on it.
I ain't throwing dirt on. That's why I'm trying to wash off.
I need to move. The
So
town's
you get to-
website doesn't mention any paranormal residents. Instead, focuses on Garnet's remarkably well-preserved tableau of American history. Still, the town's historical authenticity and its closeness to nature are enough to entice some volunteers to come back year after year.
So wait a minute. You're telling me that we can go there and there's paranormal activity and you just get to hang out. They give you a cabin. They give you food, all that stuff.
Yeah, you just don't get water, Wi-Fi, or electricity.
So, like, how would you do it? Like, how would you sign up for that? That would be cool if we could go do that for a couple weeks.
I don't know. I think it's like permanent.
No, they say they got people that keep coming back.
The town does rent cabins to people daring enough to visit during the winter, but beware, Bellarmer writes that winter is when Garnet's ghosts are most active.
I told you, see, look at there. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
You're supposed to email the Huffington Post.
Oh, go on. Wait a minute, the Huffington Post.
Yep. That's a reputable news anchor.
That's where we get our shit from.
But it's good. It's a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they do have other, credible things.
Yeah. Welcome to Tisdale. The land of rape and honey are talking about changing their stuff. That's actually their slogan. The land of rape and honey.
The land of rape and honey. Well, isn't that delightful? How many residents do they have that are women?
I don't know, but actually the rape is actually because it's called a certain rape seed. But they're like, maybe we should change it because they're having people think of dirty stuff when they hear.
Oh no, shit!
Land of rape and honey.
Let me go on.
They gotta add that honey in there.
Now let me try this out.
Put the honey on the ass. You're raping.
Let me throw this out to you, okay? Say your daughter comes to you and you're a ripe old age of 65, and she says, "Mama, I'm going off to college to the town of rape and honey." What the hell would you? That just don't sound right. I was like, God, don't let them rape it. Just give it to them and get the honey for free.
My plan to get raped, if anybody tried to rape me, I just give it up to them. I just be like, all right, I've been waiting, and just hand it over, or tell them that I have some sort of disease.
You could be like, you could be like, I'm gonna rape you. Be like, hold on, let me get my britches off.
Ooh.
You know, I tested possible. I got possibly every STD you could think of. Let me get my britches down quickly.
You like the HIV?
Yeah. Don't let the pus hit you in the eye. Come on, baby. I think that might work.
I'm thinking it does too.
Well, tonight, our topics was going to be Hellish Hitch Hikers. Because last week, we kind of touched on it a little bit with, we touched on how we got into the paranormal. And we thought this would be a really good show. So, let's set the mood of this before we go any further. And we will tell you, we got into the paranormal probably how normal people get into it, just watching shows and stuff like that. But the reason why it goes back a little bit further than that is me and Ashley for the longest time had a paper route and still kind of sub for it and stuff like that. Well, you do not know how much crazy shit you see at nighttime on a paper route. So I have picked up numerous people that actually think this is crazy, and we'll touch on that. But this one particular story is really crazy. We do it out in the country. We used to deliver way out in the country. And there was this one road that cut down by this little store that was a dirt road. Now, when you're going around this dirt road and stuff like that, they see your headlights coming. And I'll never forget, it was me. And later on, I didn't realize nobody else had seen this chick until I got talking to people. And it was like for a whole week I would see her. And I come around, and what got me is that she had on, I come around this curve, and she had on, I don't know if anybody remembers, but back in the day, like in the 80s and 90s, there was this like purple puffier jacket.
But this was like in 2000.
Yeah, this was
before this style came around.
Yeah, like probably about 2010, I would think. Probably about 2010. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was about 2010. Now, the chick I saw was taller. And she had I will never forget the jacket, because I remember the jacket. I remember the jacket back in the day of, it was like purple and it was puffier and it had these like little sideways wooden buttons, but they were like oblong. And I remember it and thinking, gosh, I remember that jacket. And her purse was faded blue jean, like a stonewashed blue jean. And I also had that damn purse. So I was thinking, man, that chick's got some stuff on. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that there's still people out there that dress like that, but her garb just struck me. It was